It's time for calc with Sarah and Jocelyn. So, today we will be learning about the product rule, the chain rule, and trig identities. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to figure out how to do this problem that looks rather challenging up top there. So first we're going to talk about the product rule, which is what you do when you have to find the derivative of two things being multiplied together. And when you have that situation, you take the first times the derivative of the second and add that to the second times the derivative of the first. So we're going to try a very easy example of that right now. So we're going to try and take the derivative of 4x squared times 3x. So this right here is going to be your first, and the 3x is going to be the second. So we're going to take the first, which is 4x squared, and multiply that by the derivative of the second, which is just going to be 3. And then add that to the second, which is 3x, times the derivative of the first, which is going to be 8x. Ta-da! That's your answer. Now we're going to talk about trig identities and what you do in that situation. So let's take another easy problem, and we're going to find the derivative of 2 sine 5x. So the derivative of sine is just cosine, so you're going to rewrite everything in the parentheses but replace the sine with a cosine. So you'll have 2 cosine 5x. And then to complete the derivative, you have to find the derivative of this part that's attached to the sine, and that's just going to be 5. And that's your answer. Next, we're going to talk about the chain portion. So we're going to do another simple one. So we're going to try and find the derivative of 8x squared plus 3x plus 7 all to the 91st power. Now I know that looks challenging, but it's not as hard as you might think it is. So what we're going to do is you take the exponent and bring it out front, which will give you 91 times 8x squared plus 3x plus 7. And you're going to change the exponent from 91 to 90 because you automatically lower it by 1. You subtract 1 from the exponent. And then you multiply that by the derivative of everything that's in the inside, which will be 16x plus 3. And then that entire thing is the derivative. So, using these three concepts, we're going to apply them all to this problem up here. Doing that, it's a product rule because you're multiplying this by this. So we're going to take the first, which is 2 sine 3x, times the derivative of the second, which is a chain portion. So you have to put the 10 out front. So 10 times 4x squared plus 3x minus 2 to the 9th, because you lower the exponent. You have to multiply that by everything in the parentheses, which will be 8x plus 3. And then you add all of that to the second, which you just copy that. 4x squared plus 3x minus 2 to the 10th times the derivative of the first. And the derivative of the first is going to be 2 cosine 3x, all multiplied by 3. And that is your final answer. Ta-da!